I can't believe that we are on day 4 already. The week feels like it has flown by. Today we are talking about how to do healthy eating on a budget. But before we get into it, I would love to ask you, comment, write in the comments box below, what are you noticing from doing the 3 daily habits? Or even if you're just doing a couple of them, what are your biggest benefits that you're noticing? Is it that you are craving less coffee? Or is it that your sugar cravings are reduced? I see some people are commenting on that. Is it that you've got more energy, you're sleeping better? Tell me what you are benefiting from the most. Actually really get excited about doing these lives because I just love reading your comments. I love reading all the comments in the Facebook group, but I just love this interaction and being able to share. So keep the hearts and the likes coming, because that really, really feeds me. So I just wanted to share a comment that Leah wrote last night, I think it was, or it might have been this morning. It was last night. And it was on the reflection post for, last night. And it was asking, do you feel that how nutritious eating is a form of self-respect? And this is what she said. Yes, it's about valuing myself as much as I value my kids, my partner, my job, and my home. It's so easy to put yourself last, but I've been eating better, having warm lemon and water and cayenne each morning, and I've been getting up early for a run. And even though I've been getting up earlier, I've had so much more energy this week and feel very positive and in control of my life. And that is literally after 3 days. Don't you think that is absolutely profound? So it is the smallest steps that can have a really, really big impact. So I just thanks Leah so much for sharing that, and I'll go through and read the comments afterwards. So don't forget, tonight at 8 p.m, I'm doing a talk on if weight loss is your goal. Now, I'm not a weight loss expert, but I have some thoughts around it that I want to share with you. I want to challenge your thinking on it. And so one of the girls actually did a comment this morning, and she absolutely nailed it. But I don't want to tell you what it is, because I want you to come and join me tonight. And so that's at 8 p.m. and it'll be in this Facebook group. And so just put a reminder on your phone to join us, and I'll share those. And I've just got some concepts and ideas that I want to share with you as well that are really thought-provoking. Okay, so it's all from my own experience. Okay, so now let's get on to today's content. As I said, I'm talking about how to make healthy eating achievable on a budget. Just if you have just joined me, I would love you to comment and say below, what are you noticing the most from doing the 3 daily habits, or even if you're just doing a couple of them, what are the benefits that you're noticing the most? I'd love to know. So you'll want to take notes today. I will slow down because yesterday I raced through them, I realize. And what I'm thinking of doing is putting it might come out next week, is putting a book, just some notes together of everything that I've shared this week. I think that would be really helpful. I know that you'll probably say, yes. Catherine's feeling calmer. Awesome. More energy. Awesome, Maxine. Let me know if you would like that booklet, or, it'll just be a PDF of just what the shares that I've done this week. So, as you would have known, if you tuned into yesterday's video, I shared about my online membership, the Wicked Healthy Tribe, and that you can join us as continued support. In the Wicked Healthy Tribe, every month we do a healthy habit challenge. Okay, we were focusing on different things. One month we did a focus on how to reduce your food costs in the kitchen. By following, I'm not sharing all the tips that I shared in the tribe, but by following the tips that I'm sharing with you today, one of the ladies saved over $100 per week on her food bill. So these tips, if you implement them and make those changes, you can have a dramatic impact on your food bill. Okay, So if you are someone who goes to the supermarket every 2 or 3 days, then I'm going to suggest to you to go weekly. If you're someone who goes weekly, then I'm going to recommend going fortnightly. I go to the supermarket fortnightly, and last week it was actually it was 2.5 weeks. My shop is huge. I look like I'm buying the store, but it is an amazing way to be really in control of your budget and what you're spending. Because if you go in every 2 to 3 days, you never just buy that 1 or 2 ingredients. You spend so much more. So that's my first tip. The second tip is to do I do a weekly fruit and veggie shop at my local markets. I'm lucky in Auckland, we have got access to markets. For those of you who are in Mount Albert or nearby, I go to the Wesley Community Centre markets on a Tuesday and a Friday morning. They're fresher, it's way cheaper, and I'm supporting local farmers and growers, which I love the whole ethos about it. And the veggies are so much fresher than when they are at the supermarket. So I recommend doing that. Have a meal plan and stick to it, and create a shopping list. And when you go to the supermarket, absolutely stick with it. And don't take your kids, and don't take your husband or partner, because your food bill, you'd know. Mine goes up probably by $100. Or do an online shop. Now, if you have got a Pack and Save close to you, shop at Pack and Save. It is way cheaper. I've done the comparison, and a lot of people say that Countdown or New World is just the same. It's not. Pack and Save is so much cheaper. So if you can get there, I highly recommend to do a shop at Pack and Save. Add more vegetarian meals into your menu. It is so much cheaper. Animal, meat is so expensive, and it's getting more and more expensive. So add more vegetarian meals in. So it could be, cook with different ingredients like jackfruit and banana blossom. If you don't know what those sort of ingredients are, that's the sort of thing that I introduce you to in the tribe. I've got all of these recipes that are all in the tribe because I do the work, I do the research, I trial the recipes, and then I share them with you. Bulk up with canned and dried beans or lentils, or add in heaps of grated veggies like your grated carrot and courgette when it comes into season, spinach, kale, whatever it is. Just really bulk up with those sort of ingredients. And it also helps with your nutritional content as well. Bulk cook. Like I have got a turmeric, and I actually mentioned it yesterday, turmeric dal, and that's for a friend who is going through a tough time, so I'm doing a meal for them. But that would make 2 meals, and it's vegetarian, and it's got really economical ingredients in it. So bulk cook, do a massive big mince dish, and add heaps of beans and lentils and veggies, and then it's gonna spread out and feed a lot of, or it could do 2 meals. Introduce more vegetarian forms of protein instead of, having so much meat. So sometimes I might do a mince nacho mix meal, and I will halve the mince mix quantity, and I'll put in tofu. If you haven't tried tofu, just get out there and try it. It is amazing. So it was, someone, Anne-Marie just asked, how do you join the tribe? I'll tell you a bit about it in a moment. But it's, if you go to wickedwellbeing.com/WHT, that'll give you the information. But tofu is incredible. Well, I mean, I'm a total convert, but it costs about, for 2 blocks, and I'd put 1 block into a mince mixture, that is like $1.50. And it's tasteless if you eat it like that. There is loads of different tofu recipes in the tribe as well, because I'm very, very passionate about it. I'm passionate about helping you introduce new ingredients in a flavorful way, because so many people think it's boring and bland, but it's so not. So that's, or you've got tempeh, you've got beans, lentils, edamame beans are a great form of protein. We've been talking about them this week. So look at vegetarian, cheaper forms of protein that will bulk up your meals and keep your costs down. Okay, buy nuts and seeds from your local bin or go online. And I go to my local bin, and it's a bulk food savings in Mount Eden, about once a month probably. And I might spend $60 or $70, but that lasts me the month. And then I do buy some nuts at the supermarket. But yeah, so buy in bulk, I would say, is the cheapest form. You can't get around nuts being expensive. But if there's a recipe that uses like 1.5 cups of nuts, for example, I won't make it. I cook within my budget. Okay, so I don't, if it's got 1.5 cups of dates in it, for the sugar content, I wouldn't make it. A lot of healthy recipes have got loads of dates in them, but they're high in sugar. So I really manage that and manage the budget and the health side of it as well. Shop seasonally. So at the moment, I'm not buying cucumbers. I'm not buying lettuces. I do have rocket in my garden, but I don't buy lettuces. I don't buy anything that's really expensive. We live on coleslaw. We live on grated carrot, lots of grated carrot. I don't buy tomatoes because they're tasteless and they're expensive. So I very much shop seasonally, and that's what I teach you to do. Using ingredients like cabbages and stir fries and all that type of thing. Okay, limit takeaways to once a month and cook more at home. I think because we're unorganised, that's when the takeaways and the Uber Eats come in, which shoots up your food bill. But if you can be organised, do plans, and then shop and cook, at home, and then just do takeaways once a month, then that's really, really going to limit it. I've also got meal plans in the Wicked Healthy Tribe. So let me know. Veronica loves tofu. Oh, and I've just discovered marinated tofu, just cold marinated tofu. And I also bake it in the oven, and it has this chewy texture to it. So amazing. So as I say, the Wicked Healthy Tribe doors are open. I want to support you on this journey to make it easier and more achievable for you. What I have decided to do also in the tribe, and this has only come about from this group, realizing that so many women struggle with making healthy habits a priority, but actually not knowing how to do it. I'm going to totally go behind the scenes. So this is going to happen in the tribe. I'm going to totally go behind the scenes and show you everything what I do. And I'm going to just write it all down. I'm going to tell you what I have, everything that I eat, and it'll be linking to the recipes because I eat out of the recipes in the tribe. It'll be what I have, when I eat and what I eat and how much water I drink and what, even down to the information like what skincare I use and what soap I use and just things like that I know that's important, and you're probably wondering how I do it. Now, I am no saint. Please don't think I'm a saint. But I was where you were, as I mentioned yesterday, I was where you were like 15, 20 years ago. And I've made the change gradually over time. So you're not going to get to where I'm at, but it's going to help you take the steps to then make the different slow choices along the way. And that's what it is about. That's why today, this week, we only focused on 3 healthy habits and sharing these other tips with you. But I could have given you like a meal plan and loads of different ideas, but you would have got overwhelmed and then you wouldn't probably have stuck at it or even started. So it's about, someone mentioned, it's about the slow, gradual steps that makes the difference. It's the tortoise. It's about being the tortoise or the hare, right? So if you want to join us in the tribe of welcoming new members as we over this week, which is really, really cool, loving seeing new ones join us, head to wickedwellbeing.com/WHT and I'll post the link in the comments box below. It might not be for you, which is totally okay. But if you want to continue this journey where I've done all the hard work for you, then that's what it's about. And about yesterday, you know, we talked about group medicine, being amongst a supportive group of women. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Actually, I have got a note here. It's about the cost of 1.5 coffees per week. And hopefully this week I have shown you how you've saved at least a coffee a week, if not a day. So it is totally, totally affordable. Tomorrow is our final day. We are talking about sustaining snacks. And because I know that snacking is a real issue for a lot of people, and how to make the healthy habits stick. And I'm also going to talk about takeaways and eating out and how to do that, you know, more healthier than the choices you might be making now. All right, thank you so much for joining me. Loving having you here, and I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And also don't forget tonight at 8 p.m. on weight loss. All right. See you, team. Bye.